Welcome back. So in today's video we're going to be looking at the evidence in mediumship. So, evidential mediumship. For those of you that aren't subscribed already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for all upcoming videos. So I've had a really busy weekend. We've done workshops and demonstrations, and I've got a shoot out for a demonstration after this. But one thing that was very clear this weekend was how we strive for evidence, how we strive to tick all the boxes. Now it's our fault as teachers where the students are going out and they're trying to sort of tick the boxes like a shopping list, you know, male or female, mum and dad, and all of the kind of relevant boxes that we're ticking, like, you know, hobbies and passions and passing condition and age. But we need to remember that these are just facts. And one of my students at the weekend done a wonderful communication. It was really, really evidential in facts, but was lacking the essence of the person. So it wasn't complete. The job wasn't done or completely convinced on my part. Now I know the students' work and I know that the spirit world was there, of course, but it was on a demonstration level that we need to try and get this across. So whether that be in your circles or within your workshops or your residentials, we need to try and deliver this full package. And so what's happening is we're going in with that format. I've spoke so much on the format about getting like these statements and then we can go with it. When in actual fact, the loved one that wants to speak knows their own story. What we've got to try and do is try and lose the format. We've got to try and lose the rigidness of the style that we have been taught. Now, I'm not saying that don't go out with punchy statements, you know, like there will be times where you need your recipient, maybe you throw your information out, maybe you go direct. But immediately it's one of those things where you need sort of 4 or 5 things to sort of give before you go direct, or give before you offer it out, before you claim your recipient. From that point onwards, the communicator knows exactly what they need to talk about. But what we've got into the habit of is working to like a shopping list. I call it a shopping list, where there's like a little thing with all the things that we're trying to get from the supermarket. So we're almost looking down the line and we're going, okay, I've got the bread, I've got the milk, I've got the sugar, I need some eggs, I need some bacon, whatever it is. That's what we're doing in our mediumship. And we kind of got to lose that idea. What I want to talk about is how we sort of express that. And that's very, very difficult when we're very restricted in the way that we do it. You know, you'll be thinking, oh, am I looking okay? Am I doing a good job? Am I getting this right? When in actual fact, you'll know that you're getting it right because the evidence will be taking you to your person. It will be, the recipient will be answering absolutely, yes, before you've even finished the statement. This in itself will lead you onto the right path. You will find that there will be a thread of the life that is being spoken about. So in the evidence that you are offering will usually coincide with what's happening with the recipient's life. So they can marry up, they can come together. And then that will lead on to the message just nicely to give them guidance or maybe offer a few words of advice in departing the communication. This is something that's very difficult to do if you are very restricted. You know, like maybe you want to talk about an occupation, but maybe the communicator didn't work. Maybe you want to talk about travel and holidays because in your database, in your life that you've led so far, you're someone that's loved to travel, but maybe the communicator didn't travel. Maybe you have a love of literature, but they don't have a love of literature. Or you want to reference it to movies and TV, but they never owned a TV. And so this is where it becomes very, very difficult to get across the information that you're trying to get across. So we'll have a big misunderstanding, whether it's a symbol or whether it's a memory. We will really struggle to find out what that is. What we need to do is learn to get it wrong, to get it right. I've done videos on that before also. And what we're trying to do is make something that is so incredibly subtle highlighted in our mind. And we're trying to find whether it is a memory or it is a symbol or it is a fact And what we're trying to do is recognize that. But all the time, while you stick to your format or the restriction of what you have been taught to do, the communication can't flourish in any way. It's guided by this set way that you are trying to express it. So what we need to do is give it a freedom of mind, and the way that I do that is, as the communicator starts to make themselves known to me, I literally say, what's your story? With that, I will go with exactly what is in my mind. I've learned over time what I should and shouldn't say and how I should and shouldn't say it. But it's those things that I've had to get wrong in the process to learn to get it right. This isn't going to happen overnight. Slowly but surely, you'll start to build up a confidence, that of course the communicator knows what they want to talk about. Of course they know their own story. But what we've got to do is try and remove the idea that I need to be good. I need to be amazing. This needs to be evidential. And I always share the story that happened to me once upon a time in a little city called London when I was doing a demonstration. And I was working incredibly hard with the format that I had been given from my tutors. In that process, I was trying to work on names, and it was name, middle name, last name. And I finally achieved it. And then I wanted the address, and then I wanted the postcode. And then the big day come. I had the first name, the middle name, the last name, the full postal address, and the postcode. The recipient, who I went to directly after the evidence, just shrugged her shoulders and said, so what? It's just facts and figures. That's not my dad. And immediately realised what a massive mistake I'd been making, trying to dial in this evidence, what I believed was evidence, to showcase mediumship. And in that moment, I realised I've been doing it all wrong. It's great having that kind of information later on, maybe in the communication, but it didn't deliver the package. It didn't deliver the essence of Dad. And so in a moment, I was furious with myself. I was furious with the client that was, or the recipient in this case, from a demonstration. And out of anger, which I'm not proud about, I wanted just to get rid of Dad. And as I'm trying to shift him out of my awareness, he said to me, before I leave, just hand her the little red box. And as I delivered this little red box, as evidence, I suppose, the lady burst into tears, and she said, I've come every week for the last 25 years, waiting for the little red box as evidence. And that lady continued to sob for the rest of the demonstration. She finally got the proof that she wanted, and all it was a little red box. So I promise you, what you think is evidence is not evidence. And so sometimes we do have to work with a personality, and we do have to work with a character, and we most certainly have to work with the facts and figures, especially when we're working publicly as a demonstration. But to dial it in and make it very personal, and to make it very unique to the individual that's trying to communicate, and very unique to that recipient, that client within our audience or our congregation, we maybe need to surrender to the idea that the communicator knows best. And I promise you, your format will not be able to deliver that. So, as a summary for this video, this is things where you're going to have to go out and get it wrong. You're going to have to maybe learn a new way. You're going to have to surrender. You're going to have to finally trust the spirit world in the actual facts of trusting them. Not saying it's easy. I'll do all of this for the spirit world. I'll do whatever they want me to, but I'm not saying that. And it will test your faith. It will test your loyalty. It will test your development. Everything will push you out of a comfort zone. And the moment you step out of that comfort zone, the spirit world will definitely fulfill their story. Why wouldn't they? So I hope you liked this video. Like it if you did. Comment, engage, let me know your problems and your struggles with what's going on. And I will see you all in the next video. I will step to the side so YouTube can give you the recommendations here and here somewhere. And leave a comment. Let me know what other videos you're watching. In the meantime, enjoy your week, and I will see you in a few days' time.